All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Stays Between Us. Thank you so much for the previous episodes. You guys watched a lot of. I got a lot of support. But today it's a very important guest. Today, I'm very excited. I am joined by my co-host Lulaine again. If you want to say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. And we have a very special guest today. Very talented entrepreneur. His name is Michael Khu. He's the founder of Khu Khu Restaurants. He's an entrepreneur. He's an investor. He has invested into shampoo businesses. He loves golfing. He's a great guy. An immigrant from Thailand. Built a lot of things on his own, and that's we're gonna get to know him more. So, Michael, if you have any sort of introduction for yourself, please.
So hi, my name is Michael. I'm the owner of Khu Khu. I
Yeah.
love to involve in businesses, and thank you for the invite today. I'm very excited to share my knowledge and insight today with everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. A funny thing, me and Michael, when we met for the podcast, wasn't the first time we met.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, I used to work at a place, and Michael had come there to for a friend of him. He wanted to purchase something. I mean, I'm not allowed to say where I was working. Um, and I remember it was a very good interaction between me and you, right?
Oh yeah, it was a great interaction. Every time I go around there, I will look for safe and stuff. So he's a top-notch
Yeah.
salesperson.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you been, man? How are you?
Yeah, been good. Been running my business. So obviously, it's been a tough year for hospitality, but
Yeah.
we managed to grow our team and grow our existing team and hire more people. So going well for us. Yeah.
That is great.
Mhm.
And so as I said, you're from Thailand, right? That's
Yep.
right. When did you come to New Zealand?
I came here when I was around 14 years old. Now I'm turning 32 soon. So my
Ooh.
birthday
That's
next
true.
week.
Yeah.
So been quite a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Why New Zealand, like from Thailand?
At that time was my uncle was here, and
Yeah.
my grandfather asked me that, hey, do you want to come to New Zealand? And
Yeah.
and the decision I made when I was 14 is like, hey, look, I can see my life it's better in New Zealand at that time
Yeah.
because in Thailand I just a bit spoiled family. We got like go out every day, shopping more, and I was like, I not perform really well in the school over
Yeah.
there. I was
Mm.
constantly failing, be a bit naughty student and stuff. So I decided to move to
Yes.
New Zealand. Yeah.
But him saying all this, like he was naughty, failing school.
Yeah.
He's one of the most successful people in New Zealand. He has his restaurant has 3 branches. CBD. What are the
Yeah.
other 2?
In Ponsonby
Ponsonby,
and Milford.
Milford.
The expensive places.
They're very very affordable. Like he runs a vegan restaurant. Um, how do you like? I mean, you're from Thailand, right?
Yeah.
You come over here as an immigrant,
Yeah.
and now 10 years later, you have your own restaurants. You're an investor,
Yeah.
and you're only 32.
Yeah.
So something I've done wrong in my life. Because I'm
You wanna
20.
start catching up,
Yeah,
man.
like I was asking the question and it's just like I felt so
Yeah.
depressed.
Yeah.
But how?
How does work? Like when I come to New Zealand, it's not an easy journey for me because I was struggling in school in Thailand already, and now I come to a new country. I can't speak English, so given how my academic not doing well, now I can't really communicate. So it's making it even harder. But I think on the other hand, it's sort of blessing in the sky somehow that I spend a lot of time by myself because
Yeah.
obviously when you can't speak, then you can't make new friends and stuff. So a lot of time we were just playing football by myself, and after finished, my grandfather owned a Thai restaurant at that time as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So every after school, I always go clean dishes in the restaurants, and that's allowed me to see the hospitality side of the business,
Yeah.
right? I see the successful part and the ugly part, and not so good part as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's really grew me to say like, oh, like the successful part, like okay, restaurant you can make money out of this.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, is you can lose a lot of money out of it as well. So it's give me a really good understanding in life and how money work in such a young age, and I'm really blessed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have worked in sales
Yeah.
for almost 3 years now, and I can tell you some of the most successful people that I know who are in sales are all from Thailand.
Are they?
all Thai. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're great at it. It's like it's in your blood. They can sell you anything. Like remember that the can you sell this pen
Yeah,
example?
definitely.
I have seen like people sell air.
Yeah.
Like they're like literally that good.
It's Thai hospitality, right?
Like was just the brain as well. Like you
Yeah.
guys understand how the other person feels.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
How old were you when you came here?
14 years old. I was
Mm.
quite young when I came here.
14 years
Yeah.
old. And so at what age, like during university when you kind of started like,
I came here in high school.
yeah?
So I did my high school here, undergrad here, and postgrad here.
Yeah.
So been getting all the good education in New Zealand. So
Yeah.
it's great. Really enjoy it. Yeah.
But so when did you start kind of like thinking of, I have to start a business in New Zealand?
At the time, I was like, I clean dishes, and my grandfather gave me some money to do things and stuff. And I think the first venture, side hustle, I would say, was when the iPhone launched first time in New Zealand, and the demand was quite high.
Yeah.
And there's not enough stock in New Zealand. And at that time was Trade Me and eBay was start to upcoming. So I was keep buying stuff from eBay and resell on Trade Me, right?
Damn.
And
So you started flipping phones.
flipping phones, yeah. And it's like you put like a few hundred and you get like $100. It's a really good return, right? Like, how
Yeah.
do you get like 25% return every month? Because how long does it take and stuff. And the reason I know about it, because I met a guy who plays soccer at lunchtime together. I was like, what are you doing? Like, how do you make money? And he's like, oh, I'm flipping phones. But the thing is, he doesn't have like enough courage to buy more phones. He was buying one at a time. I was buying 4 or 5, right?
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
like, I'm all in, right?
Yeah.
And then at that time was like, the other arbitrage that I saw was a soccer boot. I think there was a UK. I just found like the price there is like
Mm.
40% cheaper.
Yeah.
It's called like direct soccer or something.
Yeah.
And I just buy like 10 of them and resell and trade me again, right? And then it started to compounding because like I feel like you start to spot the price difference and you keep buying. And until I start importing, start hitting by taxes, the GST and custom duty. I was like, oh, it's not working anymore. So and then I discover Alibaba really early on. So I import like phone cases. And after phone cases, I start importing like sneakers, like high cut shoes, Adidas, Nike, and stuff. I just keep
And
going.
how old were
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I think it was like 16 years old, 14, 15
Yeah.
years old. Yeah, really young, but I really enjoy every moment of it. So the way it worked was I spent the nighttime up after cleaning dishes. I got home and tried to scout opportunity.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, I wake up at like 5 or 6 a.m. just to pack my stuff and call the courier driver to pick it
Yeah.
up. And the money is shing, it's great.
How did you get that much? Like usually, and when we all start out, we
Yeah.
are basically your other friend. We
Yeah.
buy one thing at a time and
Yeah.
sell it because we're afraid of risk.
Yeah.
How did you get that much like bravery
I just
at such a young
for
age?
me, I just enjoy the process. Really,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, my principle is
Yeah.
if it doesn't sell, I'm gonna use it myself.
Four
if,
phones?
yeah, if the phone doesn't sell, I'm gonna use it myself. I can give it to my grandma. I'm gonna give it to my grandfather. And the football boot is like, if it doesn't sell, I'm gonna buy it myself.
Yeah.
And the fortunate is all sell, and it's great. And the iPhone case, now I have the phone, so just keep going. Even the
Yeah.
shoe and stuff.
So like when you're 16, 17, how do you find customers to sell those phones and those soccer boots to?
Trade me.
Just
Oh,
put it on
yeah.
Trade
Just
Me?
Trade Me,
So there was
yeah.
no approach of like, hey guys, this is what
need
I
to
do.
Sell. Yeah, just good on. I just look like that guy is selling $100. I sell 95 or 85, still make money.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was it like, so you gotta meet these people, right? Like after the
Yeah,
trade
yeah. They
meeting.
come to my house for picking up and stuff. And like, it's a 16 years old making the money out of
Yes.
you and stuff.
Was it ever like anything weird happen where someone was like threatening you, like, hey, give me
No.
this just because you were a kid?
No, everyone was pretty good. There was a guy who buy a soccer boot for me, and he wanted to pay by using Armani cologne or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, if you extra $50, I would take it, and I still have it today.
But did you do this in Thailand as well?
No, I didn't do it in Thailand.
No, but like just sales in general. Like, were
Oh.
you flipping anything there?
Yeah. When I was in intermediate or primary school in Thailand, I was selling invisible ink.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The invisible ink.
Invisible ink.
Yeah.
So what happened was I sort of begged my parents to go buy bulk of them, like 20 of them, and resell individually.
The sales skills.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then I told my friends, say, hey, look, like it's actually not me selling, but the dairy next to my house selling it. But I can
Yeah.
buy it for you.
Doing you a favor.
Yeah, I'm doing you a favor. Because if the school know that I sell it myself, they will shut it down, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I just transfer the money for the dairy next to me, right? So it worked out somehow.
Man.
And yeah, we just keep flipping like Yu-Gi-Oh card and stuff. I just enjoy, transfer the value, understand customer need and stuff. So yeah, it's fun.
But what would stop them from doing it, like buying it on their own and then just buying it from you?
It's just
Just-
convenient,
Just cheap. Oh yeah, just in the school, right?
Give me cash, and I know a guy who he know how to build a hype, and when he got the hype, everyone just want to join the hype, right? So it's become just momentum of money. So it's great,
Yeah.
My-
Well, yeah, go ahead, please.
Like my cafeteria money is like I can buy the whole lot, because it's just keep compounding so much.
This is a very good attitude towards
Yeah.
stuff because like a lot of times, like when I was small, right, I would look at people and I'm like, why don't I have it? Or like, what am I supposed to do to get the money, right? I'm too young to do work and I'm too young to do
Yeah.
anything in my life. But then like, there are ways, there are different ways. Maybe not such a high value thing, but but it's in your nature.
Yeah. I really enjoy it from day one. Like, like every time I run the business, I not enjoy the money, but I enjoy the process of it, right? And I think the most important thing is you shouldn't compare yourself with anyone, right? Because there's always gonna be people more successful than you, more better looking than you, you
Yeah.
know. But the thing is like you have to ask yourself, why do you do it? For me, I know that I'm gonna be a business person and I add value to my customer.
Yeah.
My friend had more toy to play and I make money out of it. It's a win-win for everyone, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I view my life. Like in the beginning I was really competitive. Like, hey, look, this restaurant is other restaurant have 5 sides now. I should have 10 sides to beat them.
Yeah.
But the reality is when you start take time to reflect in your life, like, why do I need 10 location?
Yeah.
Why don't I just go steady grow my team? And because for me at the moment, I feel like growing my team probably what make me really happy.
Yeah.
I love to see someone start as a waitress and end up marketing unit or even like, become my associate and stuff. For
Yeah.
me, that's what fulfill me as a person, not how many restaurants.
Well,
Yeah.
we will for sure get into the
Yep.
part where you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
into the restaurant, right?
Yep.
So you were 8, 9, 10 flipping
Yep.
invisible inks.
Yeah.
By the time you were 14, 16, you were flipping
iPhone.
phones.
Yeah.
iPhone. Thank God you didn't get into drugs, man.
I don't do drugs,
Like,
Yeah.
at this rate,
Yeah,
you would be
yeah,
like, then flipping cocaine.
As long as legal. It's okay.
Yeah. But like the mind,
Prescripted.
right?
Yeah.
And then you come to New Zealand, you do your uni,
Yep.
and then how do you get all that experience and how do you get into like food?
So when Thai people come to New Zealand long time ago, they have 2 options if they want to open their business, either Thai restaurant or Thai massage. It's such a Thai
yeah.
community thing, right?
Yeah.
And my grandfather chose to open a restaurant and he did quite well with it. He had a food court, he had a restaurant and stuff. And I sort of absorbed it such a young age, like how it works and how it shouldn't work because it's some of them make money, some of them not making money, some of them really fun, some of them really stressful.
Yeah.
As people know, hospitality is one of the hardest business because so many variables.
Yeah.
But if you do it well, you do it well.
Yeah.
So that's how I got to it.
But then like you told me about like you started a takeaway business.
Yeah.
And you were in uni at the time, right?
That's correct. Yep. So when I was at uni, I think like last year or year before I graduated, I was like, I'm gonna open up my own business now. Enough of flipping phone. I can set up shop and money come to me.
Yeah.
And then it didn't come to me. It didn't come to me.
Why can't they just
I was
buy?
like, flipping iPhone is a lot easier. Like this have you pay rent, have to pay the staff.
Why did it not work?
At that time I think I opened it because I did not do, and I opened it based on myself. I was like, I have experience, I can do it. But a good business should be built based on the customers, right? I did not talk to any single one customers before I opened, right?
I see.
I know that area is a rich area. There's a lot of money there.
But you don't know the demand, like
but
what
not
they want.
demand, yeah. It's like we just take away. It's like what exactly customer want there,
Yeah.
right? So at that time I was like, hey, look, if you can do it cheaper, because it's come back for my flipping phone. If they sell it for $20, I sell for $18. I can sell it, but really it's not that in hospitality. It's about the service. It's about the food quality. So what happened was I start to run out of money because running a takeaway is not making money, it's quite expensive because the rent will suck you up every week, the staff will suck you up every week. And I was like, oh shit, what should I do? And I was like, I'm still at uni and stuff like I just signed lease, long-term lease already. Like
Yeah.
I'm not signing like 2 weeks and then in and out and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need to get a job on top of uni. So I went on TradeMe.
You still have the takeaway,
I still have a
Yeah.
takeaway.
and it's failing.
It's failing. I was like, but I'm not quitting.
I'm not quitting.
I'm
yeah.
not quitting. I'm gonna do everything that I can to make it happen. So
Yeah.
I was like, shit, cash running out. So I gotta apply every single job that I can on TradeMe. At that time, it was like 500 jobs, and I land some commission only job and stuff. But at that time was IAG was give me opportunity in the commercial insurance
The
unit.
insurance company,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I show up an interview like an hour or 2 hours earlier before interview, right? And my interview, I think I did okay, but because the manager can see me, this guy turned up like 2 hours, stand in front of the door. We better give him a job, right? For me, it's not about the job. Only. It's like, is my dream gonna be alive or not? Because if I didn't get a job, I might have to shut down my business, and my staff will be losing the job. The
Yeah.
people who believe in me and stuff. So I do everything that I can to make sure it's come through.
Yeah.
And it's come through, and then it's like, okay, I start to put every money that I earn from my salary go straight to the business to fund it because it's losing money. And I was like, but now we have cash, now we're able to think more because you don't want to run the business out of desperation, right?
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, it's better work next week, otherwise we're shutting down. So I was like, okay, what is going on here? Where is it heading? I was like, okay, social media is coming. What should we do?
Which year was this?
I can't remember now. It's like,
Mm.
like 8 years ago, quite a
Yeah,
while
yeah.
ago. So
Yeah.
when Facebook just, launched
Was
and,
like getting into it, yeah.
getting into it
I
and stuff.
see.
And I was like, okay, but I can't afford a social media marketing agency here because at the time it was written, it's like 10K retainer per month or something. And I was like, I can't do 10K retainer per month.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, hang on, there's like a Upwork website. You can hire someone from overseas and stuff. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
let's check it out.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. And then I try someone, they disappear for a few weeks because they're not reliable, right? And at that time I was young, I don't know how to delegate like the brief form properly. And then I met a person, her name is Martina. It's from Czech Republic. And she was like, I'm coming to New Zealand. And I was like, what? Like Upwork lady coming to New Zealand? I was like, okay. But I was like, okay, for the benefit, I gotta meet her. So what happened was we meet at a cafe in the city. She actually turned up. So I was like, and she was like really high up social media person in Czech Republic. She do like a lot of marketing stuff. And Martina thought I'm scam as well because my last name is really long. My full last name Khu Khu is like 15 letters. So it's like Michael like
damn.
15 letters, right? So I was like, we expect
has
to
a long
meet.
name, it must be
Yeah, it's
a
like
scam.
he's a scammer type of thing. And so to give an idea, like I met her at a cafe and her boyfriend keeping walking around the corner to make sure like we don't kidnap her or something like that, right? And I was like, hey Martina, like this is a problem at the moment. I want to boost the sales. And I think social media is the right part of it, but I don't know how to do it. And she was like, okay, leave it to me, I'll do it. And then at that time I was like, hey, look, because you're coming to explore New Zealand, I give you the benefit of this. I can't pay you much, but you can work from anywhere.
Yeah.
You can you buy your camper van thing, drive Queenstown, but you just get the work done and send me the bill, okay? Like, and it's a win for her because
Yeah.
like as a
She wants to
tourist,
travel.
traveler, right? You get a good decent pay, work anywhere, and I think that was a turning point for the business, the takeaway business, and we end up do really crazy engagement, and the sale almost double and now like triple and stuff. But
You still have the takeaway?
no, I sold it now. I sold it last year actually, so I have it more than 10
Oh.
years now. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
What are we doing, bro?
yeah. But
I just haven't met her. The Matilda. What was her
Ma-
name?
Martina.
Martina. Yeah,
From Czech
Martina
Republic.
actually
Yeah.
doing really well. She
Yeah.
got into she got funding for startup from selling beeswax wrap.
Oh.
So she came to New Zealand. She was like, "Oh, what's a beeswax wrap thing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back to Czech Republic and resell it." And now she have a big factory in Slovakia, and she
Wow.
got quite big funding from a big VC. So just from working in the market
Just
in Remora,
I mean,
yeah,
brain.
yeah,
Like it's funny when you do something like you meet people with a similar sort of mindset as well.
yeah,
to
definitely.
you.
Like I just feel like when a lot of people say, how do you meet those people with the right mindset and stuff?
Yeah.
I feel like the first thing you have to be in the right mindset, right?
100%.
and then like I don't know, it's called law of vibration or something. So if you're in a good stage,
Yeah.
you open for opportunity. You know, when you're not
100%.
stage, everything just turn negative. And when you become negative, no one want to come in, right? Like positive people don't want to come in. It's like shit, like everything turn
gotta-
yeah,
Yeah.
negative stuff.
It's like you've got to build a beautiful garden before the butterflies come in.
Technically,
right?
technically, that's
that
100%.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Land, yeah,
Yeah.
build a beautiful garden.
Yeah, left the analogy, you know?
He was
Yeah.
dying to be like,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like 2 hours early for the interview,
Yeah.
walking around. This garden's gonna burn in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be any garden. Not even about building it. But no, shout out to you because it's. I mean, there's a culture shock, right? When you
Yeah.
come from Thailand to New Zealand,
Yeah.
don't know English.
Yeah.
People are just different. They
Yeah.
look different. You don't know what they like to eat. You don't know
Yeah.
what they do. Was there like a big cultural difference when you came here to New Zealand?
For me, I think like a lot of my friends came had a culture shock, but for me, I didn't have culture shock at all. For some reason, I don't know. I just at that time I didn't know what culture shock was. Maybe that's why, you know. I was like, I now realize, oh, there's a culture shock
Ignorance
here.
is bliss.
Yeah, ignorance
Because
is
maybe
bliss.
that time I was like, how do I make money of this country? You know, like
Wow.
we'll
Got
be
the right
busy.
focus.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's what's wrong with me and you
Yeah.
is that we just
Oh,
don't
me
have
and you?
the yeah.
Or is
We're
it
like
just you?
how we
Because like I remember like when I go to order some Chinese food and they didn't understand of me and they like sort of laugh at it and then I was like laughing. I was like, oh, that's all right. Next time I will improve. You know, I can order that stir fried vegetable correctly next
Yeah.
time and stuff. And I think it's come back to your attitude and how you view the world, right? Like if you embrace your challenges and take things positive way
Yeah.
and realize that a lot of things in your life can't control, right? You can't control what people say to you. But you can control how you react to it. You
That's
know?
true.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Man,
I mean,
that's deep.
first of all, shout out to everybody who does hospitality. It's one of the toughest work. The hours are long. You're all
Yeah.
on your feet all the time. You all dealing with people, say for example, like in the restaurant, with people who are hungry.
Yeah.
Things can go wrong. They're paying for service,
Yeah.
and you will be the one taking the blame as the person who is,
Yeah.
doing the bartending, doing the, just serving the food. And you don't make that much money,
Yeah.
compared to a lot of things. It's great for learning
Yeah.
and becoming a people person and understanding how people work, but it's one of the toughest jobs. But also managing people like that is really tough in the restaurant. How did you manage people?
Oh, I think like managing people is always a difficult one, right? Because my very first few business just flipping iPhone, iPhone never coin sick.
This iPhone thing
Yeah,
never
I
leaves.
love
I
iPhone
feel like
stuff.
he's gonna go back to those iPhone
Well,
flippers.
I might
At
go-
some
I-
point, yes.
Yeah, might open a phone repair shop after this,
Yeah.
But I feel like people are, I feel like the most unknown variable. But for me, it's the most rewarding variable,
Yeah.
right? So when I was managing staff in the first few hospitalities, I was like, why staff quit? Why they not perform what I'm doing and stuff? And I start to realize that maybe the problem is not my staff. Maybe the problem is myself, So as I start talking to like different business people, say, hey, do you have any mentor, anyone
Yeah.
who can fix this for me? And I got introduced to Jerry Lin. She was the CEO of a FMCG company.
Yeah.
And we have an hour catch up, and I realized that the problem is I did not set clear expectation for my staff.
Yeah.
I did not set clear direction to where the company going.
I
So
see.
my staff, they come in, they say, hey, look, this is my success version. I'm gonna do my own success version. But the problem arises when we have 30 successful version because everyone have individuals. But it's our job as a leader of the company to make sure everyone align. And at the time, I was like, it was a tough process because like as a business owner, you have a lot of ego, right? I was like, I've been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah.
Why do you think I should listen to you?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, a lot of good idea come from really new stuff, like the waitress. At that time, I was like, okay, lunch is not performing at Cuckoo Ponsonby. Like, what should we do? And as a hospitality owner would do, is like, oh, we're gonna have to do lunch special,
Yeah.
right? So lunch special. So we were making like I don't know, $300 per lunch, which is not good. Now we make $200 per lunch because we have the same amount of customer and they spend less money.
Yeah.
And I was like, it doesn't make sense
Yeah.
here, right? And one of my staff was like, "Oh my god, like the bottomless thing is going well for other restaurant. Why don't you do it? And I was like, what is bottomless thing? It's like
Yeah.
they can drink as much as they can and
Yeah.
the food. I'm like, does it really work and stuff? And we launched it, and it's actually one of the most successful campaign we have.
Wow.
From like $500 to $2,000 in 2 hours, right? Or even
Wow.
3,000.
I'm convinced.
Did you reward the guy, the girl?
Oh yeah, she's still with me.
Yeah.
She's-
still with me.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
growing. I'm very thankful for her, and I feel like every week we have something called level 10 meeting in the company. So 1.5 meeting, we brainstorm, we list all the problems.
Yeah.
And we sort of tackle the solution one by one. And to be honest, most of the idea come from my staff. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's a great idea,
Wow.
and I never thought about it.
And it's less burden on your shoulders too, right?
Yeah, definitely. So I think people have to think that as a leader, it's about serving other people.
Yeah.
It's not about people serving you. I was like, okay, I think your idea is great. What can I do to help you? What can I do to make it happen tomorrow?
I love that.
What are the obstacles in you?
Restaurant business is one of the riskiest
Yep.
and one of the most toughest job in the world
Yep.
to manage and run.
Yep.
I know restaurants here for 10 years that they have failed, they have closed down.
Yep.
A lot of them in CBD, they were like super famous.
Yep.
Especially COVID.
Yep.
What are you gonna do? You
Yeah.
can't sell, you can't do anything.
Yep.
I have a friend who has a pizza place in Ponsonby.
Yep.
And I can see them. They've been having it for a really long time, and I can see them, and the tables are empty for a day.
Yep.
You can feel the stress because what are you gonna do? You can't beg people to come and sit over there and eat,
That's
right?
right.
You can only do as much as people come in. You serve them the best
Yep.
food, and how do you manage that stress? Like, have you ever had those days where you're like, "There's no one here. What am I gonna do?"
Yeah. I mean, like in early on hospitality career, I was like, I start to link my happiness with the sale performance. If the sale doing well, I'm think I'm the man.
Mhm.
If I'm not doing well, I was like,
Yes,
I'm a piece of shit here. Like,
Yeah.
it's not great,
Yeah.
And then I realized early on, and that's why you have a good mentor. I was like, Jerry, I think like, this is a bit too much for me now. Like, it's just too much roller coaster,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then he was like, Michael, like, you have to think about what you can control here,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, oh shit, like, what I can control is I give the best food,
Yeah.
the best service, and the best marketing. And every time there's a problem, I talk to my staff early on. Like, I was like, and come back again, like, if you have a problem as a business owner, share your staff. Say, hey, look, our lunch is not performing. What do you think we should do? But do not blame your staff. Say, hey, look, I don't think the lunch
This
for
was
not
your
performing was
idea.
of you.
Because of you. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're not smile to the customer last time. I know why, But the reality is like, 2 brain is better 1 brain, like the more people you get involved, and I think attach on what you can control. For me, it's like, what can I make sure that the food is top notch? When they come in, they enjoy the food, best flavor, good value for money. The service, are we following the service sequence properly? What can we do to make it even more special? If it's birthday, can we organize it in a complimentary? Can we write a card for them? A marketing, is there any new promotion we can do?
So it's kind of like a VIP treatment. So
Yeah,
like,
VIP treatment.
You get this sort of personalized.
Yeah, definitely. And
feeling
see,
when
That's
you-
and see what
Yeah.
we can do to elevate it up, right? Because
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, like the money will follow your value,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So the question is like, if no customer, is your price too high and the value never be there,
Yeah.
Like, are you charging $50 for like little 2 carrot or something like that,
Yeah.
I've
Like
been
the
to a
question is
restaurant
like,
that.
yeah. And then for us, like, hey, what can we do to drive the value so high that the customer say, oh, it's a good price here,
Yeah.
And that's what the cuckoo all about. And the way we get the idea, we talk to everyone, marketing, chef, I don't care what role you are. I always listen because it's a great idea.
Podcast.
Yeah, podcast, golf
Yeah.
buddy, everyone,
Yeah. I'm not,
so
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I did go back to restaurants that have mid food, but their service and how much they love their customers, it's that I came back for.
Mhm.
Have you
Definitely.
had an experience like that?
Um, okay, I am so bad at exploring new places.
Yeah,
because I'm kind of scared. The problem is when I go to a restaurant and I just see really weird names,
Yeah.
and I feel dumb to ask because
Yeah.
like there's something that they came up with and I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mm.
where's the chicken? Where's the rice? But then it's like some French thing like bruski with like
Yeah.
chips. And I'm like,
Do the accent.
Does
That
it come
sound
with
exotic.
meat?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Is it chicken? Like,
yeah. And so
Cordon bleu?
I'm very bad at exploring places. That's why I go like to such a fixed amount of
Yeah.
restaurants that I
Yeah.
go to.
Yeah.
But no matter if the service is bad, I'm still not rude to them
Yeah.
because I've been in the hospitality business
Yeah.
and I know how hard that is.
Yeah.
There's one place that I have a love-hate relationship with. I'm not gonna
Name
name
drop.
it,
Okay.
but it's in Mission Bay.
Yeah.
Um, when sometimes I go there and it's great,
Mhm.
and sometimes I go there, it's literally the exact opposite, which is like food is 45 minutes late. They come and tell you that they lost the ticket.
Yeah.
We understand if you want to leave. And I'm like, do you? You understand that I want to leave?
Wow.
Of course
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave. Like, you know? But yeah, I mean it is a very tough because also the fact that we go out to eat is to eat with other people.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
It's not just the food itself.
Yeah.
We're going to another place there's other people eating as well. That's the whole
Mhm.
point of restaurant. Or else we could have just ordered it at home, right?
Yeah.
Comfort of your house. Reheat it as well if you want to, right? But the experience is very important.
Yeah.
So in terms of like transferring, like making that experience at the restaurant,
Yeah.
how do you do that?
Definitely. So for front of house, I always told them that that job probably one of the most important job in
Yeah.
the restaurants because they are our first impression.
Mm.
Usually the complaint come from food, come from not the best service.
Yeah.
Sometimes like if the waitress is rude to you and you feel like, oh, I don't want to say the waitress, but you start to like zoom into every single detail of food, like anything wrong.
Yeah.
And they was like, if it's not working, they will write a complaint. So
Mm.
for me, it's like, hey, look, first of all, make sure that they understand their job is really important.
Yeah.
And make sure that they understand the customers, right? So in restaurant, we have 3 type of customer. First timers.
Yeah.
Someone who been there like 1 to 3 times. That's like, I like Cuckoo, but I'm not too sure. Like, we're still on a seeing each other stage, And someone been here more than 4 or 5 times. They're
Yeah.
like Cuckoo raving fans. So different customer also have a different needs, right? So if you go to a restaurant first time, you don't know what restaurant it is.
Yeah.
What should you order, right? And how do we resolve this? We do an introduction, say, hey, look, Seb, you first time at Cuckoo, just let you know this is about Cuckoo. We are 100% vegan and Thai restaurant. By the way, our favorite dish is this. And it's sort of solving the problem. Or Seb is like, okay, now I can trust the waitress a
I
bit
get
more.
this. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at that time, it's like every single thing we say have the purpose. And our staff need to know what's the purpose, why they do it. If they don't understand why they do it,
They're fired.
they're not fired. They can't say with a passion. They just feel like I'm reading a script here.
Yeah.
They just feel like, oh, I'm just other piece of Cuckoo making money machine, right? But it's like, hey, look, if you do this, they have great experience. Business will grow. You will grow.
How
You
will
know.
they grow?
Oh, they get more promotion. We have
Yeah.
bonuses.
They become
and
managers
stuff.
and
Yeah,
bonuses.
Definitely,
Wow.
definitely.
That's
That's
cool.
how the business work, right? If the business have no money, how are we gonna grow?
Are you guys
That's true.
hiring?
Yeah, we're hiring. Yeah.
No, not for me.
Yeah.
Yep, we're hiring. We just hire more marketing person as well as the operation people. So
Nice.
Yeah.
we're constantly looking for new people. Yeah.
So you tell your front of house that they have the most important job and they could be the absolute angels to the customers.
Yeah.
But to be honest, real talk here,
Yeah.
they don't always get respected.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So from the rude customer's perspective, what is it that you think they misunderstand the most about the industry?
Yeah, I think fortunately vegan customer are really nice to us. But I understand. So I told my staff that if the customer be rude, it
Mm.
usually they're really hungry. That's just true. Our like 10 years, like
yeah.
it's often they got pissed off for like 5 minutes and the food arrived. And, oh, thank you so much, Michael. I'm apologize about how I being with you and
Mm.
stuff. But if they not apologize or they're not doing after they got the food, then what we can do is it's not much we can do.
There's
you
not
know?
much you can do.
It's nothing personal against us. It's
Yeah.
just them.
I
At
think
the end of the
there's a-
day, like we
yeah.
don't know what they're going through. They might, like they might have faced something really bad that day. Like they
Yeah.
got fired from the job and stuff.
Yeah.
That's true.
But there's something a way we can do that. We can give them a bit more complimentary. Give them free ice cream, free cookie.
Yeah.
Make them feel special. And that's the best we can do.
Yeah.
And if they don't change it, then it's just outside I can do. But I can go home and sleep well. That like I did everything as I can already. You know.
What's the weirdest complaint you ever had?
Oh, I don't get many complaints this day.
No, but like weirdest request, like or weirdest sort of like a feedback that you were like, that doesn't make sense at all. Like,
yeah, I mean, like some people was like, they have like they don't like certain vegetables, and they're like, Michael, I like this noodles.
just a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
this noodles.
Yeah.
But I don't want cauliflowers. I don't want chive. I don't want spring onion.
Oh,
I don't want
gosh.
capsicum.
All
I
the
don't
flavors
want.
gone.
I want bean sprout. Maybe I want 2 pieces of broccoli. And I was like, and the menu was like this long docket for the noodles, and he loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the chef was slightly pissed off because he's like, I can't use anything. And he
Yeah.
become a regular customer. So
Yeah.
we create a button for him.
Yeah.
So whatever he come, we just press this button and print automatically. Yeah.
Just you gotta make it work. Now,
yeah.
restaurant on the negative side, all right, if it fails, it's really hard.
Yeah.
There's a thing that's they say, if you give the best service with the best food, the chances of a customer returning to that restaurant is like 40-50%.
Yeah.
And they loved it,
Mm.
right? I mean, it's tough. But getting past the tough part, it's also really good business.
Yeah.
You know, the profits are really good.
Yeah.
If it starts to pick up when it starts to go on its own,
Yeah.
then you kind of don't have to like you don't have to be always hands on with everything
That's
too
correct.
much, right? How's that other side been for you?
Yeah, for me, I think like when I start hospitality business, right, in New Zealand especially, they say like, oh, you can't make money from hospitality. And I was like, yeah, maybe that's right, And then
Maybe
I-
you can't.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
can.
but like,
I'm a
if
different breed.
like 10 hospitality owner, like good owner tell you, like, oh, you can't make money, or that might be true. It's come back to like, who do you have around you, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think the good thing for me, I always try to find solution in my terms, right? So I join like a mastermind group, hospitality group in Australia because I can't find one in New Zealand. So what happened is an online session, and I flew to Australia a few times. And at the time, I think it's at the Hobart.
Yeah.
And man, the people who making money in Australia is crazy. I seen
many
there
people
how
as
the
well.
net profit. I was like,
Yeah.
hang on, like my limiting belief, like you can't make money, right?
Yeah.
And now they show like, oh, someone actually making money, and actually a large group of people making money. And I was like, okay, what are they doing? I was like, hang on, they're not smarter than me. I can do it, you know?
Mm.
And I just like come back with that mindset and just work hard on the numbers. Like, it just worked out quite well for me. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. It's hard still, a lot of unknown variable, like the changed policy in the US and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah.
I have a question.
for it.
Yeah.
I have a bit of a technical question.
Yeah, sure.
Because growth to me is always interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just curious exactly how what specific KPI did you reach for you to expand from one restaurant to the Britomart and then Milford?
Yeah.
So at that time I was like, okay, like if you get a lot of requests from the customer. So I
Mm.
think like come back to the, good food, good service to build a restaurant, right? At the moment, I feel like good food, good service is A1 restaurant goals, right?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone open a restaurant, I want to serve shitty food or shitty service, right?
Yeah.
But what's really important is the marketing. That's why my takeaway didn't take off in the beginning, right? So I spend a lot of time talking to customers, like even during COVID. So I make a post, say, come talk to me for 20 minutes and I give you
Yeah.
$50 voucher at Kuku.
Oh. I
And-
did not see that.
And there were 40 people booked me.
Yeah.
And I fully booked like back to back from in the morning to nighttime in the next 2-3 weeks. And the question was like, what do you like about Kuku? What thing we can improve and stuff? And there's a good number of customers say, hey, look, we want you to open more at lunchtime at CBD, right? And I was like, okay, cool, I got the information. And now I was like, okay, when the A1 say the star align, and at the time at CBD is a very good deal for us for the
Yeah.
lease terms. And really fortunate we work with very good landlord and stuff. It's the way look after us, So and then we decide to open.
Your vibe
Yeah.
attracts your tribe.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
But then
That's
also
the way.
finding the demand.
That's
You
true.
know,
He
that's-
made
that's
sure
the
there's
most important
demand
part.
first. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. It's so important to be customer centric. You have to make sure there's demand first before you do anything at all.
Yeah.
Or else
yeah.
the initial takeaway issue will happen again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I think like just listen to the customers. Like I think
Mhm.
like sometime I've been running Cuckoo for more than 5 years now. Like in the late last year, I was like, I didn't know what to run Best Cuckoo anymore. I was just running out of idea, like, And then I was like, oh, I post $50 voucher again. And then 40 people talk to me. I was like, okay, I know exactly what I need to solve in the business now. So sometimes as a business owner, always ask help for your staff and your customers. You don't know, you don't have all the solution. Because
Yeah.
they just because we're so busy. Hospitality owner is one of the busiest people. There's like carrot not delivering, tofu run
Yeah.
out, staff call in sick, And I have now Kuku have 3 sites. The
It's
problem
growing.
multiply, right?
Yeah.
It's like instead of like 3 staff might call in sick, now I have 30 staff might call in sick,
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Is it not stressful for you knowing that you have so many staff, so many people reliant on you
Yeah. So
at Cuckoo, and then what if it fails and you won't? Like, I mean, it won't. But what if something happens?
yeah.
Like, say for example, COVID, right?
Yeah.
So how would you be able to like support those people?
So for me, during COVID, it's really hard time for us because suddenly it's something we never build like contingency plan for. Like it's like okay, it's the pandemic is coming, guys. Like
Yeah.
I didn't build. So first lockdown was tough. Now, fortunately, the government was really help us.
Yeah.
Like we have wages subsidy much better than other country. In Thailand, you sort of on your own type of thing. And then the second lockdown was also difficult. But I always think like, okay, there's something we can do here. So
Yeah.
we're gonna focus on the takeaway. We're gonna focus on R&D stuff, which is for me just to pay the money for the rent and the stuff at that
Yeah.
time. And the hardest part for me was Cuckoo caught on fire after second lockdown, right?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Which branch?
Cuckoo Ponsonby.
It caught on fire.
It's caught on fire.
Was it arson or accident?
It was an accident.
Okay.
And, because I work in the commercial insurance for a few years, I did not insure my business. So no insurance. So the
my
cash running
God.
low,
Oh no.
no insurance.
How much loss can you tell? Estimate?
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot?
Yeah,
Oh my
quite a
God.
lot. And then I didn't think Cuckoo would make it at all at that time because like, after second lockdown, we're still not too sure, right? It's like, is it the lockdown? Is it going to be one more? In fact, I think there was a third lockdown or something like that. It's like the cash running low.
So it happened during the third lockdown?
Second lockdown open, I think. Yeah.
So not only COVID hit you, but there was a fire as well.
Fire and then, repair costs.
Yeah.
And I was a bit shocked because I didn't know what to do at that time. I remember my manager called me. I was in the library at the time, at a great library. I remember like vividly.
Yeah.
And she was like, Michael, just let me know your shop on fire. And I was like, what? Your shop on fire? And it's like,
That's a worse way to tell someone.
Yeah. And I was in the library, right? So everyone was like studying quietly. It's like, my shop on fire. Like, he started yelling.
Oh my
And
God.
I rushed it out. There was like 6 fire truck came in. And, like, I remember the restaurant next to me, they cry for me. And, and because she can't imagine what it feel like. But they didn't know that I was not insured as well, right?
Oh my God.
So I was like, okay, what should we do here? I was like, I just need to be honest with my staff. Say, hey, look, the cash running low. I don't think we can pay you while the business is shut and stuff. And all of them actually really okay with that because they wanted to work. So really blessed by that. And the next person I call is my landlord. Say, hey, look, by the way, your building burned down.
Oh
my
my
God.
God.
And he was like, what? Like, how does it work and stuff? And he came in and he was like, oh, do you have any insurance? Like, I don't have any insurance. I'm so sorry. Like, I never think this shit will happen to me and stuff. And he was really nice. He was like, oh, like, I can waive all the rent for you or during this month.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name is Mark. Yeah,
Thank
Mark.
you. Thank you,
Thank
Mark.
you for you,
Thank you,
Mark.
Mark.
For you. Yeah, we said
Mark,
best,
you're an angel.
Yeah, angel. and then I was like, should we have supplier bill to pay and stuff? And I have to call supplier one by one. Say, hey, look, I don't think I can pay you guys at the moment because like the first thing I just like the damage too much, right? Because when the fire come out, we have to demolish the whole thing because smoke go in the ceiling and stuff, right? And at that time was like there's no builder as well because after second lockdown, everyone fighting for the builder, right? And then my supplier okay, my landlord okay, and the interesting thing was my landlord was doing house renovation at that time.
Yeah.
And he told the builder, say, stop my house renovation work, go rebuild my shop.
Mm.
And I got the builder and the landlord. And the builder, very fortunate, he charged me like 30-day credit terms. So, he built it, and then when the business opened. And what I found out the most that I actually post on the business page that Cuckoo on Fire, we're not open for a month or something, and the amount of support I get from the community was really a lot. Like some of them even volunteer to come and clean up for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I that's what when we face a problem, I remember that day. It's like, shit, our customer really care for us,
Yeah.
and even this bottom lower or something to look up for.
Yeah. They're like not the vegan restaurant.
Are you insured right now?
I am insured right now.
That's good.
Fully
That's good.
insured.
Lesson learned.
I max my insurance. I max my insurance.
But do you know what the cause of the fire was?
Quite a lot, because we losing the renovation cost and also the revenue.
No, cause like
Uh,
like was it
How
like a
did it
cylinder
cause the
issue?
fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cost was the fire went to extractor. So the cook and the heat
The
go
hood
in
goes up,
extractor,
yeah.
and because I think there's some oil in there. So even
Oh.
the fire extinguishers was there,
Couldn't do
but
it.
couldn't do it,
It couldn't
right?
reach, yeah.
Couldn't reach because it's in the metal thing, right?
So people at home, make sure you clean
The
your
extractor.
extractor
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if there's
Get the
oil in
oil
it
out.
Yep.
and this fire goes up,
Yeah. Because it was clean, but like I think the COVID thing didn't clean properly or something because we got on
Yeah.
the regular maintenance schedule, right?
Yeah.
But it was one of the worst. It's up to the point that like, guys, I'm gonna go on a meditation camp for a week and no one contact me.
I mean, shout out to you. Just you won a week. I would have ended my life after that. Like what? How am I
No
gonna
more
get
hospitality.
back?
Yeah.
hospitality.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a crazy time, right? But I mean, the funny thing is, after we opened Cuckoo, after that, we were really busy because everyone knows, oh, that's a vegan shop caught on fire. So we pull
I
a bit of
mean-
PR stunt
Gotta
and then
protect-
it's worked out
Great
somehow.
media.
Yeah.
Great media and stuff.
And also
Yeah.
support as well. I think
yeah.
people in New Zealand, when something happens, like some fire happens or something really tragic happens to someone, they're super supportive
Yeah.
regarding
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Even the competitors that you said next, the restaurants next to you
They
were
cried
Yeah,
for
they were
you.
crying for it because usually like, oh, why they eating there and why not
Yeah.
me? They know that if your business picks up,
Yeah.
their business picks
That's
up as
correct,
well.
yep.
So
Mm.
my goodness, you've survived something.
Yeah, I'm survived,
Yeah.
but
My-
it's something. But it's like on the other hand, it's something you always look for. Like you feel so appreciative, like how much love you get from people around you
Mm.
at that time. And if the fire didn't happen, I wouldn't realize how much,
How lovely.
yeah,
Yeah.
you loving the community.
It's
Yeah.
funny because my next question was, have you ever cried cutting onions in the kitchen?
Of course.
And
Who
then
doesn't?
before I was gonna ask it, you were like, so my restaurant caught on fire. I'm like,
Okay, what about onions?
yeah, onion, definitely,
So did the
definitely.
onions make you cry?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're starting with rapid fire questions now.
Are we?
Should we do that right
Yeah.
now? Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I have
Oh, do we?
few, a little bit few questions because
joking.
we do have 10 minutes left.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we'll get to the fire,
Yeah.
rapid fire questions. Because I want to keep it a little bit more light towards the end. It's always a light.
Yeah.
So we got into the business, we got into everything, and also the most tragic thing that you could
Yeah.
survive, right? Why do a lot of rich people play golf?
Yeah, good question. I want to know as well.
I think like I wouldn't say like rich people. I say like a lot of successful people play golf because it's just the closest sport in life already. Because you're gonna miss a lot of shot.
Yeah.
It's not perfect game. It's humble you the most because like sometimes you get it go to three and you have to accept the outcome. And whatever outcome you have to play based on that. Because sometimes in your life you miss a lot. Sometimes you expect like I want to get here, but the reality is I might go in the tree or go in the sand or go in the water. But that's a problem, but you have to play based on that. So I think it's just the closest sport in life,
I think also the equipments are very expensive.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
soccer would cost you like $40. Just
Yeah.
put the
Yeah.
boots, one
Yeah.
ball, and just go play.
yeah.
Mm.
The amount of things you need for like a golf,
Yeah,
it's
and,
really expensive.
Like you can get away with second hand and stuff, but yeah, if you're not a good golf player, you keep sinking the golf ball in the water,
Yeah.
then it can add up really quickly.
That's true.
Yeah.
Bro, we need to manifest this. We need to go golfing ASAP.
He gets successful first, and
Ah.
then he golfed.
Yeah.
He didn't golf and then get successful. First of all, we can't afford it.
I see.
We actually can. The $20 ones we can. I
Yeah.
think those ones, but like
Yeah.
on the actual field with the thing, I think it's just too expensive.
Okay.
So should we do it though?
Remuera.
Yeah.
We'll go Remuera.
We'll come next time with
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah.
It's only because we want to be successful.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other reason. But so running businesses, fire strategies, all the things that happen. Having a restaurant business, does it affect your personal relationship?
Definitely. I think you mean like because the schedule is different, right? Like if you're dating someone from 9 to 5,
Yeah.
and your work start from 5 to 10, it's quite affecting. Yeah, because it's different time and stuff. But for my past relationship, I think as long we understand each other, I think that's what matter. Because like it doesn't have to be, we don't have to spend a lot of time to build a great relationship. But as long as we care each other, when we next to each other, we
That's good.
present to each other.
Yeah.
That's what matter most, right?
Yeah.
Relationship is not about like 30 hour or 50 hour minimum. But for me, I think relationship is like who aligns your value, and if there's a problem, do we have each other back?
But what about when you are going through like a stressful time
Yeah.
and also you're with your partner? Do you think like sharing it sometimes it affects it or no?
To be honest, I feel like sharing the problem get my partner more excited. I was like, oh my god, like
nice.
I can help you to solve this problem,
Yeah.
Got your back.
Yeah,
got
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think like if someone is really good partner to you, I think they should help you, right?
They would find pleasure in
They're-
helping you.
They're helping you,
right?
yeah, yeah, and
That's
we
true.
help it together, and when we win, we celebrate together. That's how I
Mm.
understand the relationship,
And also you did have some sort of like dating events, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I do matchmaking for the customer.
Matchmaking,
Yeah,
yeah.
blind date. Yeah,
How did that go?
it was great. Like we have more than 200 applicants came in. I did a few matches, and most of them went really well.
Mostly men or women?
Mostly women.
Mostly women?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
I would say 80% women, and
80%
yeah,
women.
Yeah,
You're gonna love that place. bro.
I'm gonna.
Where
be-
do I sign up?
Yeah, Coco website. Coco website.
Is
you
this,
know.
do you guys still
Yeah.
do it?
Yeah, we still do it. So the link on the website, we get application come in every week and stuff. So the way we do it is like, the way it's come out the idea, I was like, I see so many people come in on the blind date, cool, You can see them spotting first
Mm.
day, they like
They're
a bit
awkward.
awkward.
They're
and
eating
stuff.
politely.
I was like, why don't we facilitate it, right? I was
Yeah.
like, and then I was like, okay, how do we meet each other at the moment? It's like online. I was like, okay, I don't want to do it online like a platform or something because I think the digital stuff has been quite well executed already.
Yeah.
So we want to go a different approach. Like we want to do like a quality stuff because when we good people come in for dinner for 2 hours, we have to make sure they're good a match.
Yeah.
You don't want to sit with someone who is just completely opposite value for
Yeah.
1 or 2 hours, right? And the last thing we want to see people like leave halfway through the dinner, right?
Mm.
So the way you do it, you submit your applications, tell a bit of yourself,
Yeah,
what you're
pay
looking
attention.
for and stuff. And then I will see the database that, see the database that is there potential match in value here. And I do a phone interview, like 15, 20 minutes. Like, hey, look, tell me about yourself, what you're looking for. That's when I start to peeling the onion, right? See what
Yeah.
I'm really looking for. Because like before I start doing matchmaking, I thought people into like, the height, the six pack and stuff, the look. I would say 99.99% they care about the value.
No
Like,
way.
100%.
No way.
He does not believe this.
I interview people like day in, day out. They're like, hey, look, as long they like understand my lifestyle. They
What
care
age
for me.
category though?
My age category from 20 to 50.
So you're saying people who were in their 20s, they were like, yeah, I just look for value?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey,
That is a
we look
shock
for
to me.
value.
That's a shock to me. Yeah, I didn't realize because like I feel like the media projected in the superficial thing, right?
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
reality is they're like, oh, as long they understand me, they can do the same lifestyle as me.
The rich.
That's all it matter. No, money never come in as a
Not
topic.
even money?
No, money never come
Yeah.
in as a topic. Like, like
It's a second date question.
maybe that's who knows, right? Yeah. Maybe I just specialize in the first date, right? So
exactly.
I just it's go really well,
Speaking about dates and money, I'm gonna ask him. Speaking about dates and money,
Yeah.
in your idea,
Yeah.
like in your if you had to express your
Yeah.
view on it, who should pay first on the first date?
For me, just for me, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
I pay for the first date
for the first
because
date.
I feel like if I ask a person to go on a date, I think it's my idea, and then
So it's your responsibility.
yeah, it's my responsibility, and if she says she want to pay for it, I say you can pay for it next time to make it
Yeah.
equal.
Do you
know.
make her?
Mm.
Is it fine? Like next time you guys go out and you're like, yep,
Yeah,
go for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. As long as respect each other, but I think the first date, I think the men should pick it up. But I think that's for me personally.
Yeah.
Some people do have. Some of them
Run away.
they run away. Yeah. Actually, there's a cuckoo customer after they go on a date and say, "Oh, I left my wallet at home." And this is the shop in Ponsonby, by the way. It's like,
Mhm.
where are you going, by the way? Like, oh, my house in Manukau.
Woo.
And he actually disappeared for an hour. And I was like, I don't think this guy gonna come back.
Oh my goodness.
And the funny thing, he's come back.
He came back.
Yeah. He come back. Yeah.
So shout out to that customer.
shout out to that customer. Dedication.
Dedication.
I was like,
It's a
this
lot
guy's
of
not
gas
coming
money.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. The gas money probably more than the
More than the food.
I think the only reason like men have stopped trying to pay for the first
Yeah.
date or even like at bars they don't approach girls is just
Yeah.
because like okay the first date goes, they pay, and then she just disappears.
Yeah.
And then later on you get to know this girl used to do that with guys where she used to
Yeah.
go like on really good places, go
Yeah.
for first dates and just go home right after and just like no contact and everything. Like why am I doing this? Like
Yeah.
I'm dressing, I'm going out, paying for the dinner, being on my best behavior. It's the first date, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like no return to the investment.
No ROI, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it's like even going on the first date, it's like for me, just enjoy talking to people.
Yeah.
Like just to understand the background. Some of the data, you actually got some bits idea of it, like oh, that's how you tackle things from your job and stuff. So for me, just like sitting down, having dinner with your great person,
Yeah.
that's for me, that's a
Yeah.
great things already. So
Dating is networking.
it's networking. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh my
You're
God.
right over there. Caught in action. Dating is networking. So they don't even look at you. They want to get to know who you know.
Yeah.
This is for social media.
Caught.
Yeah.
People
Caught.
will see this. My mom
That's-
will see this.
yeah.
And she was like trying to be so cool about dating is networking.
That's dating is networking,
Wait, who
right?
said that? What?
Yeah, my aunt.
I need to write this quote in my journal today. I'm like, oh yeah, dating is networking. But for me, I think like going on a date is just exciting thing to me because you start to learn. Some people doing different job than you
Yeah.
and stuff, and it's like, oh, that's what you do in job. That's so cool.
But has it ever happened when you told someone that you're having a restaurant business and then their behavior changed? Like they just become so
No.
much
Oh my
nicer.
God,
or
you're
because-
a man.
oh my god. So cool.
because they know me as a
They laugh
restaurant
more.
owner anyway.
Oh,
yeah,
that-
so it's like I just never meet anyone that because like on my date it's usually like friend referral or we know each other for a while and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, they know already, so they never change about how they feel.
Has it ever happened someone was like, oh, you have a restaurant. Can I get some free food?
I was like, no one happened. I was like, but sometimes I invite them. You want to taste a new menu at Kuku?
So it has never happened. No one has ever asked you for that?
I think no one asked me about free food before on the.
So wait, you have a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Can I get some free food?
Of course,
You
man.
do.
You always can have free
I'm
food.
the first person.
Yeah,
Can I
definitely.
be the second?
Second.
Second.
No, I'm just pulling a leg.
Yeah.
All right, this was fun. Let's get to the rapid fire questions.
Okay,
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
ready. So let's take
Alright.
turns. Do you want to go first?
No, actually, last time I went first, so
Oh,
I
me
want you
first?
to go first.
Alright.
Yeah.
I
So
will avoid-
rapid fire questions with Michael Khu Khu. Lelaine,
I'll avoid the onion question. That's
go
already
for
been
the
asked.
first question.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Have you? Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Have
Yep.
you ever pretended not to be the owner just to avoid drama?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I was like,
We got it.
I'm just a manager here. Yeah.
Sorry, it's my first day.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, like, I'm sorry, my manager not here.
Well, I think you've already answered this question, but do you secretly judge people who ask for like no spice in my food?
No, because I mean when I'm Thai, I can't eat too spicy as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
Yeah.
well,
So it's
yeah.
everyone different, right? So yeah.
Awesome. About love life again.
Yeah.
What food item best represents your dating life right now?
Oh, sweet and sour.
Oh, sweet and sour.
It's toxic. Okay. Yeah.
If you could spend an hour with someone, just 1 hour, who would you spend that 1 hour with? Whoever
Mm.
you choose, would be able to spend time with.
Anyone in the world?
Anyone in the
Mm.
world,
Yeah.
anyone you know.
Alive or dead?
Yeah.
I think Warren Buffett. I think. Yeah.
That's a good choice.
I really like his investing principle because like it's quite aligned with me. Like thinking in long run, like just see it how the business is rather than try to get things fast, right? And
Yeah.
let it compound. Yeah.
I'd let things compound if I started at 14 as well.
Yeah.
All right. If you lost all of your money tomorrow,
Yeah.
how would you start over?
So I think if I lose everything tomorrow, I do start just taking action. Just do anything. For example, if I lose all my restaurants, right? I think I might start just be a private chef. You know, be some private chef, build some capital, and when start building private chef, start have audience because the most important in business is customers.
Yeah.
And then you can do the social media and stuff. And then when you start have audience private chef, you can do pop up. If the pop up do well, then you can do a longer pop up.
Look, this guy's not gonna fail. I mean, this question
Yeah.
was very honest because
Yeah.
there's no way he would. His restaurant burned down and he has
Solution-oriented.
3. Like
Yeah.
when we set up these questions, they don't work on him. There's
Yeah.
no way.
My parents will compare me to him. I can't introduce.
No, my parents don't even compare because they know I can't do it.
Oh.
Like at least they have some hope in you.
Oh no, that's sad, bro. Are you okay?
If someone wanted to start a business, restaurant business, what's that like 2-sentence advice you'll have for them?
Focus on the customers. Because customers the one who always pay for you, not
Yeah.
yourself.
100%.
No man, like don't fall in love on your solution, always fall in love the customer problems, right? That's number one principle in the
Ah.
business.
That's
you
awesome.
Are you happy
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy. Yeah.
with everything in life?
Yeah. For me, it's like I just never attach things to the outcome anymore. For
Yeah.
me, it's like, if I wake up, I read my books in the morning, go to gym, talk to my staff, that's all that matter. I'm happy, I'm so happy. Yeah.
Now we're doing
Pretty
something a little bit new as well today.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works out.
Yeah.
He
Ooh,
is
okay.
great. As we know now the story, he's great at sales.
Yeah.
All right. We're
Mhm.
gonna put that to a little bit of test. Are you okay with that?
Yep.
Yeah?
Definitely.
So is Michael Khu Khu teaching us how to sell. I really want to just see how you would brand something, the most simplest thing,
Yeah.
right? So
What did you bring?
there's a bag
Yeah.
over here. First we'll just start with something
Yeah.
simple, right? Okay, so imagine this pen.
Yeah.
You want to
Jordan
sell this
Belfort
pen,
style.
but this pen is 2,000.
Yeah.
It's not just any pen. So this is $2,000 worth of pen.
Yeah.
How do you think someone like you would frame it for me to buy this from
Yeah.
you?
So I think first of all, you need to you have to find the people who spend $2,000 on a pen first, right?
Mm.
So it's like, and then the next question you want to talk to them, why are you buying it? Right.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna write something,
Yeah. Yeah. So what kind of thing do you write, right?
I just sign very important documents.
What kind of document? Can you tell me more?
It's a secret.
It's a secret?
Documents from the government.
Government? Yeah. So how important that document to you?
Very important. Yes, that's why I want to spend money on the pen.
Yeah. So without signing the document, it wouldn't be finished. It wouldn't be complete document for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want $2,000 to get in the way between you and the successful contract to you?
Oh,
Mm.
I had
Ooh.
goosebumps.
Yeah.
If you start a course, I will be your student. I am a student for life.
So not only you created a demand, but
Yeah.
you
The
created
emotional
a fear,
factor.
like emotional fear
like, it's
factor.
only
Oh my God.
2,000, but your contract might worth $1 million, right?
That is true, and you don't want to sign it with a $5 pen. That's why you
Yeah,
use a
it's-
$2,000 pen.
It's an
Exactly.
important contract, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, but the pen test is actually very easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
We gotta get a little bit. Okay.
What
How
is-
would you sell a vape?
Right.
Ooh,
I don't
yeah.
vape myself, so that's yeah.
Or would you ever?
No, I don't vape. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you wouldn't sell a vape.
No, I would sell it. I would try to angle it. you
Okay,
know?
let's see. Take your time.
Yeah. So how much do I need to sell it for?
This is $10.
$10.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it almost sells itself, but you're selling it to someone who has never smoked.
Never smoke. Oh, I feel it's slightly not ethical here.
You have to believe in your
Yeah.
product.
Well, he
first,
has
right?
smoked. Okay,
Yeah.
well, he smokes,
Yeah.
but he doesn't vape.
Yeah.
Ah,
This is
Okay,
okay.
okay.
So
Easier.
so you're selling it to someone who only smokes but doesn't vape.
Yeah. Okay. So assuming you're smoking. So how often do you smoke at the moment?
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
So how much you spending on your cigarette?
$60 a week.
$60 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's New Zealand.
It's New Zealand.
It's very expensive.
How about I have a solution for you. You have the same experience, but only $10.
Really?
Yeah. $10.
What is it?
It's a vape.
A vape?
Yeah. So
Do I
you
light it?
imagine you like $50 a week. How much you save money a year?
Well, how long do one go for?
I'm not so sure because I'm not vaping. 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
So you're saying I will save $20 a week?
That's correct, and it's compounding every year. And imagine if you put that money in the S&P 500, how much it compound in the next 20 years. You could almost buy Ferrari.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So I can go from lung cancer to buying a Ferrari?
Exactly.
I'm sold.
Yeah. Buy that.
The acting
That was
was
great.
top notch. I loved it, guys. Oh my God.
Last item.
Hopefully nothing illegal here.
This one's pretty legal and it's pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Ah, cucumber.
So if you had to sell this cucumber from
Wait.
Countdown,
Can he sell it to me? I am the customer.
actually yes. So you are selling this Countdown
Yeah.
cucumber to Lilane.
Mm.
How would you frame it? Also keep in mind this is a $5 cucumber, which is
Why
quite
did you spend
expensive.
$5 on a
Well,
cucumber,
it's
Sep?
quite expensive.
Yeah.
So a $5 Countdown
Cucumber.
cucumber being
my
sold.
goodness.
I love this exercise.
Oh gosh.
So Lorraine, tell me more about what do you do and stuff.
Sorry. So, just context. There's underlying humor from this.
Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah. What do you do for work? Sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
what do you do for work?
I'm a student. I'm just gonna be myself. I'm a
Yeah.
student right now.
Yeah.
I'm stressed out.
You stress out? Okay, cool. So what are the things that
Separate, shut up.
quite important to you?
Can you repeat the question, please?
What are the things that quite important to you at the moment?
I've been eating a lot of shit food recently, so I need to improve my health.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And have you had cucumber before?
I actually don't like it that much, but my family's been recommending it to me more.
Yeah, definitely.
Eat more of it. It has a lot of water in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Apparently.
And I can see that like your skin start to dry off a little bit when you eat too much from
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see that too.
like eating junk food and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I think cucumber have all the vitamin and nutrients and stuff
Mhm.
to elevate your skin even more.
Got you.
Yeah.
So if I eat cucumber, it equals elevated skin. What are you looking
Yeah.
at?
No, I'm just so that people know what you're selling.
Got you.
They
Got
gotta
you.
see it. Yeah.
Got you. Nice.
So elevate your skin
Awesome.
with the cucumber. How much is it for?
$5.
$5?
Yeah. What's wrong with $5?
Non-rehearsed.
For this?
Yeah.
And you eat this? And that's all the purpose?
Yeah. I mean, like how.
What other purpose can there be, Seth?
I mean, this is big enough to like.
Well, okay.
To whack
If you think
someone.
about it, that's $5, right?
Yeah.
How much do you spend on the facial cream?
Yes.
Oh my god!
How
I
much?
just went shopping today. $35 for a moisturizer.
How many cucumbers is that?
That's like 7 cucumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for doing the math for me.
Yeah, and it's like, and this come from straight from natural source.
Actual
Okay.
nutrition.
No process. It's go on your skin. Improve from inside out. So
Awesome.
Great.
Internal moisturizer.
Are you buying?
yeah.
Or should I take it
yeah,
home?
I'm actually sold.
All right.
Screw
That was
it.
great. That was
Alright.
great.
Actually really good.
Man, that's a tough challenge here.
That was yeah.
The cucumber one was tough. Yeah. Lilian, you want to take this home?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you after. All right.
He
So I
said
saw it to
internal-
her.
yeah, I just
Taking
said
cucumber.
moisturize.
Yeah.
So
All right. This was a little bit fun that we added at the end. But closing remarks starting with Lilane.
thank you all for watching.
That's it.
That's all I
That's
got.
great. That's great. Do you have any closing remarks for everybody?
Yeah. Thank you for watching. I think it's so great to be here talking to you guys. Like, just talking to my journey and my experience. It's remind me a lot of things, that I forgot, But
Yeah.
today, I think hopefully it's add value for everyone. If anyone just have any question, feel free to follow me on Instagram and DM me and stuff. More than happy to
Mm.
answer all the questions.
Yeah, absolutely. And Michael Khu, thank you so much for joining. So Khu Khu restaurants, they are in Auckland. Do check them out. They are vegan only. Amazing place, amazing atmosphere. And you can see the person who is behind the creation really cares for the craft. So it's money for value, right? And I'll be going for sure because he
Yeah.
promised free food for me. But
The free food.
Yeah.
Adding that in, just reminding
but
you.
yeah, I mean, and successfully trying to run it and during the tough times, I
Yeah.
think there is a great amount of passion involved in it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time out. I really enjoyed it. I know Leland enjoyed it as well. I hope you enjoyed it
Oh,
as
I had
well.
so much fun today.
Yeah,
Oh,
cheers.
I'm glad.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
I'm going to think about the cucumber tonight. How
How could I have sold that?
Yeah, how do I solve this? You know?
Yeah, the title is gonna be Michael Khu talks about cucumber.
Yeah, the whole week on like cucumber pitch.
Cucumber.
Oh, I have a question for our host.
Yeah.
What is your biggest takeaway from today's lessons from Mr. Michael?
I think everyone's kind of like summing up the podcast for sure,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Is that every time that I brought up a challenge to him,
Mm.
it wasn't about shit that sucks, my life sucks. It was about, all right, so that happened, what should we do in a very practical situation, you know? So I came over here, restaurant was failing, got a job, showed up 2 hours early for an interview, and I got the job. Restaurant burned down, no insurance. With the
What do we
support
do?
and also him being a good human being, I'm sure if you were not a good human being, people wouldn't support it.
Yeah.
Got back to it. Always find a solution when you fail because there is always something that you can do. I think this is something that would inspire me just to continue everything that I'm doing.
Mm.
So thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Seb. You know, it's so much fun here.
Yeah. All right. And also
Yeah.
thank you to the viewers. I hope you guys liked the episode. And please write any feedbacks that you guys have. If you want to be a guest, please hit me up on my Gmail. And I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you.